And here now in this slide, the three different layers in each view are shown. The three different layers which are important in the views, in the view development, so that you first start with the business related aspects. Business related aspect is everything what we so far talked about. That we have a business process, that there are some information important for the business process, and so on. And this is something which is important for the business people of the organization, or for the people who are responsible for executing the process. So for the people who are not computer scientists, actually. But with the modeling approach, they can at least tell what is important for their business, what is important for their daily doing. The business-related concept. And this business-related concept actually is totally independent from the technology or from the hardware. It just focuses on the execution of the process, on working with the data, on working with the different aspects within your business. If you refer to software development, then this business-related concept is a kind of requirement analysis you do. So you see what actually is the demand of the customer, of the user, regarding the functionality of the software, the requirement analysis. In the next layer, the data processing concept, you come a little bit closer to the technique, to the technology, to the implementation, to the computer science people. So there in the data processing concept, you actually think about the realization of your software, of your process steps. You think about the relation to data, maybe also. And you think about the relation to the technology, to the hardware, such that you finally can then perform the implementation. But first, this data processing concept can be understood as the design phase. Having requirements from the first step allows designing some software with software design related methods, and then finally to use these design documents for the implementation. And the implementation, as you might assume, is finally creating the program code from the design documents. Technology related and hardware focused is the implementation phase. And if you think about who is involved in these different phases, then you could see that the first phase, the business related concept creation, is of course very important for the people which somehow have to perform the business process, which somehow needs the support by the software, and therefore they are the stakeholders of this requirement analysis. They're the stakeholders in this layer. And then the results are given into the hands of the computer science people, given into the hands of the software developers, and they then create the following layers: the data processing concept and the implementation. Handing over the concepts to the computer science people does not mean that there is a gap between these two groups, between the business people and the software developers. It just means that at a certain point, the computer science people are then responsible for working with the business related concept. They are not totally out of the business related concept, but they are not the driver of the business related concept. So all the aspects which are important for the business need to come from the business people, from the people who execute the business process later on with the help of the software.